Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today we are making a Starbucks item. It's the chicken jalapeno pocket. Now, I've seen everyone start making it on TikTok and I'm like, you know what? I have to try it. I personally have not tried the one from Starbucks, but I've heard it is really, really good. So I looked at their ingredients. I looked at everything that goes into it. So we're gonna make a high protein, low carb version that's also weight loss friendly. It's gonna keep you on track. And this one is gonna keep you feeling full and satiated because it has a lot more protein than the one that they have at Starbucks, okay? So I am gonna add a little extra greens just because I feel like you're not gonna be able to taste it. It's gonna add extra fiber. And I just love spinach. And so we're gonna add that into our sauce and it's gonna make it nice and green. But basically, this is what you're gonna need, okay? We're gonna need some yogurt. The yogurt is gonna add a ton of protein. Guys, remember that Greek yogurt has 18 grams of protein for 3/4 of a cup. So, 3/4 of a cup is not very much, 18 grams of protein here. And then of course we have our chicken. Chicken is gonna add obviously a ton of protein. And then we are gonna make it nice and creamy with the cream cheese, okay? So we have that chicken. We do have a little bit of cilantro. Now for the jalapenos, okay, if you are not a spicy person, take not only the seeds, you have to make sure you get the veins, okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about because if not, it's still gonna be super spicy. You just wanna make sure you get all of that. This right here is super spicy. So most people think it's just the seeds, but no, you have to remove the veins. And if you do that, you could almost literally just bite the jalapeno and it's not gonna burn your mouth, okay? Now for the wrap, you can use a low carb lavash bread. They do have a low carb lavash. These are just some low carb tortillas that I got at my local store, but use what you usually use at home. You can use the siete tortillas, you can use, which other ones are they? The Carb, there's a few brands out there that have like the carb conscious tortillas. And then there's also the clean, you can go the cleaner route with like siete, you can go the lavash route, or you can even make this with like an egg wrap. So guys, at this point, it is all up to you, what you wanna do and what you wanna use. I'm just gonna show you how to make the filling and how they actually turn out, okay? So get excited. If you love, I'm not gonna lie, if you love a lot of those hot menu items from Starbucks, then this is gonna be one that you're gonna wanna try because if you love jalapeno, this is like a creamy jalapeno chicken wrap that's also cheesy. Like how could that not be good? But it's also super nourishing, super high in protein. So like overall, I think this is just gonna be an amazing sub and an amazing dupe to the Starbucks chicken wrap, okay? All right, so while I'm making my sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and defrost my pup's food. If you guys didn't know, I have a little Pomeranian. He's literally the cutest thing. He turns 3 this year. He's a very special little guy. He has like a lot of tummy issues. And so I just changed his food over to the farmer's dog. He's been using it for about 6 months now. I really, really like it. It's all just like whole food. It's actually like human grade food. And since then, he has stopped having tummy issues. He stopped having like allergies, and that all comes from like their little gut health. And so dogs are just as sensitive as we are as humans. And so I love that the farmer's dog uses super high quality foods. It's made with whole meats, vegetables. It's not made with a lot of the junk that most kibbles are made with. So I just really, really love this stuff. And it's super convenient because it's delivered straight to my door and it's actually personalized to each dog. So it even comes with his little name. So Leo's chicken recipe. I get the chicken, the beef, the turkey. Those are the 3 that I order for him. And then it actually just shows you how much to feed him depending on the weight. So this package for him, it's good for 4 days. If you have a dog that has a sensitive tummy or special needs, you could actually personalize it to your dog. Now, I don't have a discount code for the farmer's dog, but they do have a promo where you can do a trial for 2 weeks and you get 1 week free. So either way, I will leave that link in the description below for you. Okay, so to start on this sauce, first thing we're gonna need is Greek yogurt. You could also use cottage cheese. So cottage cheese will make it nice and creamy. So you can do both. You can actually do a combination of everything. So we're gonna do some Greek yogurt. Actually, let me see if I have some cottage cheese. I might actually have some cottage cheese that we can add. Might as well add some cottage cheese. I mean, I have it. This is just gonna add more protein, and to make it nice and creamy, a good amount of our cream cheese. That's gonna give it the creaminess that you get from the actual Starbucks wrap, okay? Because they definitely use cream cheese. Okay, so we have our Greek yogurt, our cottage cheese, a little bit of the cream cheese. Now, I diced up the jalapeno, I already de-seeded it, so we're gonna add all of that in. Now, this is optional. This is completely optional. We're gonna do spinach and a little bit of cilantro, okay? And some cilantro. Okay, now for seasonings. This right here is kind of personal preference, but I'm gonna do onion powder, some garlic powder, okay? And of course, we always need a little salt and pepper. Now let's go ahead and blend it. And this right here is going to be the magic sauce, okay? Alrighty. Now I ended up adding a little pinch of salt, but this is what it's gonna look like. I was very, very tempted to add a little bit of milk or like a splash of water because I was struggling to get it to go, but I'm glad I didn't because then it would have been very, very liquidy. Okay, so try your best to like just kind of scrape and just try to move things around so that it starts blending on its own. But remember, I also added a lot of spinach, I added cilantro, but overall the taste is delicious. Okay, so that is good. So let me move everything out of the way. But what we're gonna do, so you can do one of two things. You can actually pour the sauce right over the chicken and then kind of mix everything together and then just top it with the cheese, or you can kind of assemble everything separately. So that's kind of the route that I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna show you how to do it and how easy it is to put it all together. Now, one more thing that I forgot to mention with the mayo. Now, if you want to do it all separate like this, then what you can do is just do like a little teeny tiny bit of mayo. And the reason why is because mayo gives us all a creaminess that Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or even cream cheese cannot give, okay? So if you wanna mix everything together, I would say then just throw like a good tablespoon of mayo into your sauce. If not, then you can do it just like this, okay? So you can do a little bit of mayo, then do your chicken, and you're gonna do everything right in the center. And then we're going to add some of the sauce right on top. And this is pretty saucy from what I've seen. Starbucks makes it pretty saucy, so when you bite into it, it just goes all over the place. So we have that, and then top it with quesito. So you can definitely do it like this, and then this is a great meal prep idea as well, because you could literally just make these ahead of time and then put them in the freezer, and voila, you have a really great snack for yourself, for your kiddos when they come home. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish making all of these, and then we're gonna move over to the stove and we're gonna make them nice and crispy, and you're gonna see the inside, how nice and gooey they are. Guys, I'm telling you, this is one of those recipes that you have to make. That's it, you just have to make these. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little avocado oil. Now you just want it to be nice and hot because that's gonna kind of sear it together. Okay, so this side, the side that is more open, we're gonna do that facing down. Okay, and this one over here, so we're gonna make 2 at a time. Okay, so we're gonna let it get nice and golden brown. You don't want it too high because you still want the cheese to melt inside, and that's what's gonna give you like the ooey gooiness, okay? So my oil was a little too high. It's not burnt, but I've completely lowered this so that everything inside could get nice and melty. But that is what you're looking for, like a nice golden crisp. You know, your tortilla is not gonna be like soft and soggy. It's gonna have this nice crunch to it. All right, so these are done. Look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo-y. Don't they look so good? So I'm gonna finish making the rest, and then we're gonna cut into one, and you're gonna see the inside and the deliciousness that we're about to enjoy. Alrighty. Guys, look at this deliciousness. And this one just came out, so it is so hot. Look at that. It is nice and juicy. And you could, of course, add a little bit more cheese. I didn't want mine too cheesy. I really wanted the sauce to stand out. But guys, this looks amazing. Like, it has a nice golden brown color. All right, cheers. Woo, hot. Oh yeah. The sauce is phenomenal. All together, it works so well. I'm gonna have to go buy a Starbucks one to compare it, but this right here is a 10 out of 10 straight out. So good, high in protein, low in carbs. Guys, it is so delicious. You guys are going to love this. I'm thinking this is gonna taste better, but you be the judge. So I'm gonna leave the recipe. Everything will be linked in the description below. I cannot wait to hear what you think. Let me know. I want your honest opinion on this. Compare it to the Starbies. And if you're not gonna go buy that, then trust me, you're gonna be so happy with this because it is a 10 out of 10. But guys, if you have friends and family that are on a weight loss journey, that are diabetic, or maybe just trying to make healthier choices in their life, share this recipe, share my channel, because they could be really, really helpful for them. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.